The city of Jackson represents the largest number of Democratic primary voters in Mississippi, where 36 pledged delegates are up for grabs tonight. When all of the top presidential campaigns approached the mayor of Jackson looking for an endorsement, he went to the people for help. Residents made their voices heard by voting in a people's caucus. After the results came in, Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba announced he was backing Senator Bernie Sanders.
A radical is a person who seeks change, someone who is not satisfied with the world as they see it today, but challenges it to be a better form of itself. And so we have to be radical until we see a society beyond contradiction. I am Chokwe Antar Lumumba, Mayor of Jackson, Mississippi, and I endorse Bernie Sanders for president.
And Mayor Lumumba joins me now from Washington. Mr. Mayor, thanks very much for being with us. CBS News is projecting that Joe Biden will be the winner of the Mississippi primary. What's your reaction?
I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily surprised. I think what we're learning is that voters may follow the wave of momentum. I think that there were some questions about polling early on, whether or not whether Biden would be successful early in the electoral cycle. And as his momentum has increased, we've seen numbers change across the country. And I think that that is reflected in Mississippi as well.
Well, tell us more about the People's Caucus you held in Jackson and how the candidates stacked up once the results were in.
Well, we principally believe in the idea of collective genius, that we're a lot smarter collectively than we are independent. And so I wanted to hear from the voters. We gave them an opportunity to hear from representatives from each campaign. They went table by table to hear the platform, to do comparisons between the campaigns. And then we took a ranked choice vote. After that ranked choice vote, we were able to discern that at that time, Bernie Sanders won by a sizable margin from those that were in attendance. Certainly it does not reflect the entire population of the city of Jackson, nor the entire population of the state of Mississippi. But I thought it was a useful process, and I'm thankful to Mississippi Votes, people like Erika Bennett, who put that on, and it's nonpartisan, but nonetheless gave the opportunity for people to hear more from the campaigns and really do comparisons that are necessary in the electoral process.
And what's your own personal assessment? Do you agree with what the people of Jackson said about Senator Sanders?
Well, you know, I stand by my endorsement. I think that it's important that we give a critical or keen eye to what people are saying to us. And I do believe that it is important that we remove Donald Trump from the office of the presidency. But if I were to steal a line from Professor Ruha Benjamin, I would say that we can't just dismantle the world we don't want to live in. We have to be the most active participants in building the world we do want to live in. And so I think that the policy that people subscribe to, how it addresses the issues and concerns of communities, is vitally important. I don't think that we can hold people accountable if they've never made any agreements from the beginning or the onset to the issues that most concern our residents.
Well, you said in your endorsement video that Senator Sanders speaks to the concerns of the residents of Jackson. What are some of the challenges facing your community?
Well, I share with people all the time that the Wednesday after Donald Trump was elected president and people wanted to know how we felt. I tell people I woke up in Mississippi. That means that whether we're told that the country is experiencing economic prosperity, whether we may be facing a recession, that we don't feel it because we're always at the bottom. Mississippi is at the bottom when it pertains to wealth, health, and education. And so we need policies that address that huge equity gap that exists. We need restorative justice. And so policies which focus on that level of restorative justice are the most attractive to me, and I believe it should be most attractive to our residents.
You said in an interview with BuzzFeed that Jackson is not looking for the status quo. Do you think Joe Biden represents the status quo?
Well, whomever becomes the nominee at the end of the day, we will support and we will continue to pressure. We have regular people's assemblies in Jackson where I challenge the residents to hold me accountable each and every day. And so whoever is in that office, it will be our job to hold them accountable, to maintain pressure so that they don't forget that our communities matter, that our issues matter, and we're keeping a keen, or we're maintaining a keen observation of what is taking place.
Mayor Lumumba, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.